Hi there, lovely people. This is Terima out of Kemet, Goddess of Justice, Truth and Balance. And today I'm going to talk about trees. And why I'm going to talk about trees is because exotic trees are overtaking our indigenous trees in our forests, in our shabas, and everywhere we go. Um, Let me say that we should be concentrating much more in planting of indigenous trees. And why I'm saying this because these trees are getting their numbers are dwindling each and every day because they are being harvested and we are not replacing them back, and they are becoming so endangered. And because we have replaced our forests with exotic trees, that is why we are seeing all this imbalance in the planet or in climate change. And just because we are not planting indigenous trees, and if we are going to plant indigenous trees, we are this thing we call climate change will vanish and diminish in our life forever and ever. And long time ago our ancestors knew this, and currently now we are using what they were planting, and from that era we haven't been able to plant more trees. Just look around, the older trees we have, it's not us who have planted, it's our ancestors. That is why we saw our ancestors were planting more indigenous tree each and every time. That is why we found so many mugumo trees, but nowadays they are just dwindling dwindling. And trees are us. And why I'm saying tree are us is because when our ancestors dies, they kind of become the indigenous trees. So this is where we get our knowledge. This is where we get our water. Tree um, is water, and water is life, and that is what is us also. So, like I say, this thing is like something like a circle. Life is like a circle itself. That is why they say it's like a cycle, but it's like a circle. Um, I know for from this also indigenous trees, we did usually get a lot from these trees. That is where we got our medicine. That is where we had our shrines. And this is very important. We go back to planting more of indigenous trees over the exotic trees. Exotic trees, they are doing a lot of damages. If you look at our shabas, they don't produce more, so they kind of deplete the minerals very much. They are causing macular degeneration, where the smoke itself is toxic to the eyes, and when you breathe also it eats your lungs. So this is where most of our diseases are coming from, because we said, and even we tend to cut more of these exotic trees, because when we put them in the fire, they are with no time they are just consumed, and we are left with nothing. And we know in our Kikuyu culture we had that one tree that could even go overnight, the whole night, without even or even okay without even or getting being okay without getting depleted or finished. We would find it in the morning and continue the fire thing again. And the indigenous trees, the 10 important indigenous trees we had in our Kikuyu were the camphor, ficus, red hot, poker trees, Tecrea spp, Ficus spp, Eucrea, Orius genus, Meru oak, Arubisa genus, Newtonia genus. These were the most common trees in our Kikuyu, and they had medicinal purpose and many other purpose. They represented many other purpose in our culture, like the crowns. And Also, let me name them in Kikuyu. They were the Muderedo, Mukoi, Muhoro, Mukorwe, Muhuti, Murodo, Mugumo, Mukoyo, Mutero, Mukinyai. So this is the trees we should be planting, and because they are all over Central Province, if you happen to be in the place that the tree are growing, the trees I've mentioned, you can start producing or start planting more from the seeds. And also, if we wait for the carefree to do for us, to plant the tree for us, like I said, this organization, they are not helping us. We are not going anywhere. So it's the high time we start planting more indigenous trees um, over exotic trees for more water and for the change of climate.